Hey guys, today we're going to be reacting to Hiko's analysis on Skippity Toilet 67 Part 3. So, if you guys didn't know, yes, there is going to be a Part 4. Dafook himself has said it. So, yeah. He emailed Elite saying that there was going to be a Part 4 and also went to Cozy's stream and said it. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get into this. Let's get into it.
Analyzed it, and I'm ready to share with you all the hidden Easter.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm not a big fan of Titan TV's new upgrade because he doesn't really have that many upgrades. Yeah, like he may still be super strong, but how like half of his upgrades is just more monitors, which I don't like, but I do like that he has a sword and they upgraded his core. I kind of wish that his monitors would do something else though. So yeah, and now that I think about it, there's most likely more upgrades that we haven't seen yet because when scientist Skippity's well should I say decoy scientist Skippity's TV broke, it sounded like a gunshot or a knife or something like that, and it's most likely another upgrade that we haven't seen yet, and people have pointed out that his fist also looks a little different, so that also could be for another upgrade. And people have also pointed out on the top of his head, it looks like a crown, and some people think that that might be for when, like, that might that might be for protecting his monitors, because as we know, there's nothing there to protect his monitors. But people are saying that that might be to protect his monitors if needed. So yeah, and I hope that's true.
Eggs details I found. In this video, the return of the legend TV Man Titan.
Oh yeah, now
what
that I
he's
think about
capable
it,
of.
TV Titan's sword is a lot stronger than Titan Cameraman's hammer, because Titan Cameraman's hammer couldn't even do anything to G-Man, and I highly doubt it would be able to do anything to Skippity Scientist. So, and if I'm right, then that means, well, his weapon is more powerful than Titan Camera's hammer.
How strong he is, where G-Man flew off to, and I'll also tell you why episode 67 isn't over yet. Get your goodies and your tea ready.
Yeah,
It's
well,
going to be
Dafook
very
himself
interesting.
said
Be
it
sure to
wasn't
watch the
over
video
and
to
that
the
there was
end
going to be a
so you
part
don't
4.
miss the most interesting details. Don't forget to check if you are subscribed to my channel so you don't miss my new videos. And here we go. Before I start analyzing the new episode, I want to show you a detail I noticed. Before I posted the episode, Dafook made a premiere, and on the cover of that premiere, there was television interference. And if you look
Yeah, it says you think you won. So yeah,
closely,
it says you think you're winning, and that makes me think that the Skippities might be holding back and like making the cameraman think that they're winning, and like when they're really not even trying, and if they were trying, the alliance would get completely demolished. So who knows? Maybe for some reason they're making it look like they're actually trying to win when they're really not. I don't know why they would do that, but whatever the reason is, like it has to be something important. So yeah.
you can read, "You think you're winning." I think that was addressed to the toilet scientist. After all, he was sure that he had defeated the Titans, and consequently the whole alliance. TV Man Titan came in and showed.
I mean, yeah, that could be a message from like clone Skippity scientist or from the real scientist. Like I think it was most likely a message from the real scientist after Titan TV kills the clone, because he probably has something else planned, like for the alliance, and who knows, it might actually like work. Like his plan might actually go to plan, and why? And well, yeah.
Him who's boss. But now let's start analyzing the episode. I want to remind you that the red glow is a special kind of hypnosis, which makes you do damage to yourself. Zombified by a TV scientist, Cameraman Titan attempts to cut off his camera with a sharp saw blade. In last week's episode, I thought Speakerman Titan flew to the rescue, but apparently
So
I imagined.
like, I wonder if we're ever gonna see all three Titans together, because Titan camera and speaker are damaged a lot, especially Titan camera. Like Titan camera literally has a cracked lens, a broken wing or jetpack, whatever you want to call it, and his core is all messed up, and half of it and some of his neck is gone. So if he still manages to fight like that, then he is the strongest Titan of the series, no doubt. Because if you're still managing to fight with only half of your neck left, one arm, a broken core, which is your heart to your body, and with broken wings, and you can barely see that, like that's insane. But I'm not sure if Titan Speaker will be able to fight. I mean, he seems to be still conscious, so he might be able to still fight, but who knows?
Then, and he was there the whole time. He abruptly approaches cameraman Titan, tries to
But
save.
if you didn't check out my theorizing video on what I think is gonna happen in part 4, I said that I think that Titan TV is gonna teleport both of the Titans back to the base, or he was gonna go after G-Man. I highly doubt he's gonna go after G-Man with the Titans like that. So he's most likely just gonna teleport them back to the base and then go after G-Man, or maybe just teleport them.
He pulls his arm aside, causing Speakerman to take damage from the saw blade. You can also see that Speakerman's arm is wounded by a sharp splinter, but despite this injury and pain, he still goes to save his friend. Also, we can see that the Speakerman race is
Now that I think about it, whenever a Titan's core gets damaged, they must be in so much pain, because that's literally like their like energy spot. Like that's literally the thing that's like powering them. I think like that's like their heart. So whenever it gets damaged or anything, they must be in so much pain.
immune to hypnosis. Cameraman pushes him aside and continues to cut off his camera, but Speakerman persists in preventing him from doing so. Pulls out his knife and slices off the mechanical arm with the saw blade. I am insanely inspired by Speakerman as he persists in trying to save Cameraman, and these moments show how strong the bond between.
I mean, I think it's gonna take a while for Titan camera and speaker to get upgraded, and they'll both come back with crazy upgrades. So yeah, and that would be the first time we've ever seen Titan speaker with upgrades like that.
Them is. They're each willing to fight for each other
And those upgrades would most likely make him stronger.
to the end. I hope you have friends like that who are willing to fight for you to the
And who
last man,
knows
to protect your
and who knows
interests
he
even in
probably
your
wouldn't be the weakest Titan anymore.
absence.
Still looking for a game that piques your interest? Then this one's right for you. Here you'll find
But this red hypnosis, it forces you to do damage any way you can, and cameraman Titan strikes his head with his hand. Next, the toilet scientist changes the color of his radiation to purple, and as we already know, that kind of radiation makes you freeze in place. I think the toilet scientist did this for a reason. He was counting on it to help stop the Speakerman Titan, but as we can see, it didn't help the scientist either. So Speakerman sticks his knife in his speaker to shoot it right through the scientist's screen. It's a trick we've seen before in episode 61, when Speaker Woman also stuck knives in her speaker and threw them at Ski Beatty with a sound wave. I think it would work, and Cameraman Titan would be free of hypnosis. But G-Man is awake.
I mean, I don't think if he shot the knife, if he was successful in shooting the knife at the screen, I don't really think it would have done anything, since POV cameraman literally shot rocket launchers at it and it did nothing. So yeah, the only damage that the only person who seemingly can do damage to that screen was Titan TV Man, but because he has the technology to, but I don't think that knife would do anything.
Gruntled face. He is angry that Speakerman is showing his fortitude and continues to fight, even though the Titans have little chance. G-Man activates his lasers, and he fires his lasers at Speakerman. You can see the Speakerman speakers come off the Speakerman's hull. Also during the shot, his body fell out. Next, he walks towards G-Man, but is stopped by Cameraman. With one light punch, he knocks him to the floor and puts his foot on him. A satisfied G-Man starts to...
Yeah, I wonder, like, it looks like he was just stepping on him and keeping him there and not doing anything. Like, it looks like he was just, like, holding him there and not doing any more damage to him.
Smile, but it doesn't last long. I think you can guess why. but more on that later. POV cameraman turns towards the scientist. We see the scientist's satisfied face as he rejoices that he can finally defeat the Titans, but foolish Skibidi doesn't know what lies ahead. Next, POV cameraman fires his 2 bazookas at S.H.I.E.L.D., but that doesn't help either. It's too strong and withstood the missile's blast. Next, the satisfied scientist looks in our direction. Abruptly, a knife flies
Yeah,
into...
if Titan TV man didn't show up, the Alliance most likely would have lost this battle right here, because if the decoy for scientist Skippity made Titan camera rip Titan speaker apart, he probably would have made him kill the POV cameraman after.
his screen, and we can see the panic on his face. By the way, this knife threw TV Man Titan, because many people might think that it was Speakerman. Note that Speakerman was lying on the floor. And there was no way he could have done it physically, because he was in a horizontal position at that moment. Let me explain to you how it happened. This is not just dark smoke, it's a tornado. You can see these particles flying around in the air. You can also see flashes of lightning inside.
I'm gonna be honest, when Clone Titan, when that TV got broken, I honestly thought it was a glitch effect, because it kind of looked like a glitch effect, to be honest. And I was like, how did it, was that a glitch effect? Like, how did Plunger do that when he's, injured and the glitch toilet is all messed up? But, yeah.
And as you know, a tornado has the ability to attract objects to itself. I think this knife that fell out, TV Man Titan drew it to himself on purpose, and threw it right into the screen of the scientist's toilet. What does that mean? That TV Man has the ability to attract objects to himself. I'm wondering if it only works on nearby objects, or if he can selectively attract them. Or maybe he has strong magnets that can attract iron objects. We saw something similar with Cameraman Titan when he attracted a flying Skibidi in episode 50. And here we see TV Man Titan's very first improvement. He doesn't just teleport, he does it through a tornado. His new ability allows him to control the weather with...
Yeah, I think one of his abilities is, controlling the weather or something like that. I think that was just him teleporting, but who knows, it could just be, him, being available to control the weather, but I doubt it. So, yeah, but I also noticed that when he teleports in, that's also, upgraded, whenever he teleports in, there's, thunder and everything now. I'm not sure if that was Defuk trying to make it, all serious, but who knows.
in a small radius. Then the cameraman's POV turns to G-Man, and he's not so happy. I think he says to the scientist, I wasn't ready for this. I'm out of here. He activates turbo
Well, he has PTSD from what happened the last time he saw Titan TV Man.
acceleration and flies away in a panic. I'm not surprised he's a coward, once again running away from the battlefield and abandoning the scientist.
Yep,
That's
just like his decoy.
the difference between Skibidi Toilet and the Alliance. The scientist realizes he's on his own, that he can only count on himself, pulls 2 missiles from his arsenal with his
I
tentacles.
wonder if we're ever gonna see the real scientist again, though. Since we now know that this right here was a decoy, we're most likely gonna see the real scientist again at some point. But who knows? Probably not.
He's so ridiculous. He seriously thinks those missiles are gonna help him? They didn't even do much damage to the Speakerman. And the improved TV Man Titan won't feel any damage at all. Povey Cameraman turns toward the TV Man Titan, and we see his blade emerge from the tornado. You can see the lightning around it, and what looks like snowflakes. I think it's the unusual composition of the metal that causes this effect. The TV Man Titan is completely out of the tornado, and we can finally see it in all its beauty. Congratulations to us all. It's been a long time coming, friend. You can also see the lightning bolts across his body. We also see a huge
Wait,
number
I
of
just
screens
noticed
all over.
when he was walking out of the smoke, I think his glove was also glowing for a second with electricity. So
His body.
his glove that's definitely another upgrade. What it does, I think when you punch someone, it's super aggressive and it shocks them or something like that. Who knows?
Also, notice that these screens on the sides of his body can extend out to the sides as needed. He still has sharp claws behind his back. I'm honestly not surprised, because in the past, they've proved very effective, and I think we'll see TV Man using them in the future. You can also see a huge turbine on the back of his back. It is insanely powerful. I think in the air,
Yeah, that's another upgrade.
V-Man Titan will have a huge superiority, and his flight speed will be insanely huge. 2 missiles will hit his hull, but like I said, I don't think they'll do any damage.
Oh yeah, you know what's weird? When like one of TV like one of D like one of the missiles from Decoy Skippity Scientist literally hit Titan TV's like one of Titan TV's screens, and it didn't even break. So it must be made out of the same material that that Clone Skippity Scientist TV was.
I don't know what the scientist was counting on. TV Man Titan destroys the scientist's right mechanical claws, then destroys
Like
the
we
left
already know
claws,
for
and with a slight movement,
we already know for Titan TV's upgrade, like his TVs are made out of more stronger material, and it seems like this TV right here also was, but he managed to destroy it. So maybe I feel like the Skippies are gonna copy that from the TV man and use it against him and possibly break his monitors again.
drops his TV, and activates a red glow that makes the scientist light up, and then pierces his head with his blade. And what do we see? It's a really big robot scientist, not a real scientist. Next, TV Man activates his core and fires his laser. POV cameraman turns to TV Man Titan, and we see the familiar smiley face, like back in episode 41, when TV Man Titan first appeared. And that means only one thing, that all is finally well, and the balance of power is back on the
Yeah, well,
agent's side.
not even Titan Camera could defeat him. I can understand why Titan Speaker couldn't, because he's the smallest Titan and the weakest one. But Titan Camera couldn't even defeat the Clone Scientist, but Titan TV can, so. But that's probably because from the condition that he's in right now. Like, if Titan Camera wasn't in that condition he is now, and he never gotten damaged, and he still had his hammer and both arms and all that, he probably would have been able to take down Clone Scientist. But hey, you never know.
But it's not a victory. There's still a lot of work to be done, because the war isn't over. G-Man is alive, and he needs to be caught up and punished for what he's done. Don't be in a hurry to turn off the video as we discuss all the most interesting theories. What do the Titans do next? Well, I think we need to patch up Cameraman and Speakerman first. I mean, they've both taken a lot of damage. Cameraman
Yeah, wait, we ain't gonna see Titan Camera again until like episode 100.
is missing half his arm. He also has a lot of minor damage that needs to be fixed. He also needs to get a new weapon, as he has lost almost all of his weapons. He only has 2 guns left on his shoulders. I don't think there's much he can do to G-Man with them, and Cameraman urgently needs a new arsenal. As for Speakerman, he needs his speakers repaired, also clean up some minor damage, and return his 2 guns.
Because if the cameraman and speakerman don't want something like this happening again, they're gonna have to give Titan camera and speaker massive upgrades to make sure something like this never ever happens again. Like, ever.
Although I think the agents can do better than that, and we'll see a Speakerman with more serious ammunition and guns. Then the Titans may come to the aid of TV Man Titan. I think he won't waste time waiting for the Titans to be repaired. He can handle G-Man himself. There's a reason G-Man...
Yeah, we are definitely gonna see a rematch between G-Man and Titan TV Man at some point. Like, there's no way how it's not gonna happen. Like, it's definitely gonna happen at some point. Like, it might be in episode 70 something or in 69 to finish off the season.
In a way, it means he can sense how strong the new and improved TV Man Titan is. I think it was a huge shock for him to see him. Perhaps G-Man thought he'd defeated him for good, but he didn't. TV Man's race kept it a secret that they were repairing him. I guess that's why Skibidi didn't realize what a surprise they were in for. And then, when Cameraman Titan and Speakerman Titan are repaired, they will join TV Man Titan. There are so many new questions after this episode. Will they be...
I mean, as long as TV Man Titan isn't, like, badly injured or infected by it or anything like that, then they all should be together.
able to defeat the new TV Man Titan now? And how will Skibidi do it? I think the new TV Man Titan is strong, but it must also have weaknesses. So far, it's hard to find them, because we haven't seen him in a serious fight. But the fact that G-Man is scared tells us a lot. So, in theory, his lasers are incapable of damaging TV Man, which means we need a bigger weapon. But what might that be? I guess we'll find out soon enough. The last few episodes have shown us that the Alliance has been actively attacking Skibidi toilet bases. I think they'll continue to do so. It's the most effective method.
Oh yeah, and you know what's funny? I think the Fook, got a fan-made model and made it canon, so whoever made that model must be so proud that their creation made it into the series.
Dealing with them. It will reduce the rate at which new Skibidi are created. I think we'll eventually reach a major Skibidi base and destroy them once and for all and put an end to this war. Also, a live streamer, Dafook, wrote that episode 67 is not over.
Yeah, I was in his stream when that happened. When I was waiting for the new episode to come out, I was in his stream. And this was before I started streaming myself, but before the new episode came out. This is after my stream, actually. Because this is after the episode came out. But, I was in his stream, and I remember seeing the Fuchs comment right here.
And that means that we are waiting for the
So that means the Fook knows that Cozy exists. So yeah.
Continuation, and very soon we will see the 4th part of the 67th episode. And already in the next video, I will tell you what we can be shown. I hope you enjoyed my analysis. If you did, leave a comment below this video.
Anyways, that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.